how do you help these teenage patients release their trapped emotions? Like, can you give an example, like a demonstration, like you want to share?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Well, we have a chart of emotions that looks like this. Okay, it's in the book. All right, and so this chart it's in the book as well, and you can find charts like this on Google, for example. You can just Google the emotion code chart. Okay, it's in there. And we have videos online. You can actually learn how to do the process. You can see the process done online.
Yeah.
And you can also go to our website. Our website is discoverhealing.com, and there's information there about the emotion code that you can get. But anyway, basically what we do is we have 2 columns on this chart and 6 rows. And so we're able to very rapidly identify a trapped emotion. So let's imagine that I'm working on myself, okay? And there are different methods of muscle testing that we teach people. But basically when the body is in the body will give you yes or no answers. The subconscious mind will give you yes or no answers through the body. And in the same way that you'll sway backwards for no or forward for yes, there's another test, for example, this one, we call this the ring and ring test. And the rings will tend to stay strong if you're saying something that's true or positive or congruent. The rings will tend to break open if you're saying something that is incongruent or untrue or negative. So for example, if my name is Brad, if I say my name is Brad and I test, that's strong. And I could actually do this with this chart. I could ask right now, do I have a trapped emotion that needs to be released right now? Well, actually I don't. But if you'd like to, what we can do, Adam, is, I don't know if we have time, but I can go ahead, if you want, I can release one from you at a distance, and I can show you how that works.
Sure.
Okay, sure. All right, let's take a look. So, so the first thing that we like to do, this work really came from up above. Going into the healing arts was an answer to prayer for me, and so I always like to take a moment and just silently ask for help from up above. And let's go ahead now and see if I can work with you remotely. Now, here's how this works, okay? The human body has this amazing ability built right into it to set aside its own needs to act on behalf of somebody else. And we call this working by proxy. And so let me ask you right now, are we connected energetically? I get a yes answer. So that means I can ask questions, and those questions, the answers will manifest from your subconscious mind to mine, just like talking on a cell phone. And then my subconscious mind will make those answers apparent on my body by stronger for yes or weaker for no, okay? So let's ask about this. And if you, and of course, this is all in the Emotion Code book, and we have practitioners all over the world. If you decide you want to work with a practitioner, for example, you can go to discoverhealing.com and you can find a huge list of everybody and find someone that you can work with. But again, the beauty of this is that you can learn how to do it yourself. So let's ask, do you, Adam, have a trapped emotion that we can release right now? And the answer actually is yes. Okay, so let's see what that is. Now we have this chart of emotions, okay? And there are, again, 60 emotions in the list. There are 2 columns and 6 rows. So let's ask about this. This particular emotion, is it in column A? And the answer is no. So that means the emotion is in column B. And is it in one of the odd rows? No. So is it in row 2 or row 4? It's in row 6 in column B. So there are 5 emotions in row 6, column B in that cell. And the emotions are pride. Is that it? No. Shame. Is that it? No. Shock. Is that it? No. Pride, shame, shock. Is it unworthy? Yes, unworthy. Now, that one is strong. Unworthy is the emotion of not feeling good enough to have or be or do something, okay? So have you ever felt that way?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's ask the subconscious mind. The next question that we always ask is, do we need to know more about this? In other words, does your subconscious mind want me to dig a little deeper before it will allow this to be released? And in your case, the answer is yes. Okay. So let's see when this showed up. You're 14 now. Did this occur earlier than age 10? Yes, it did. Did it occur earlier than age 5? No. So we have it between 5 and 10. Did it occur around age 5? No. Around age 6? Maybe no. 7? No. 8? No. 9? I'm getting around age 9. Now, you might have been 8 chronologically or maybe 10, but right around age 9, feeling unworthy, feeling not good enough. Does that ring any kind of a bell? Anything come to mind about that? It may or may not. Doesn't matter.
When I was 9, we kind of started doing all this wufshanti stuff, and also I think that was when I first started like playing in golf tournaments, and when I was around 9 or 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. So let's ask what this was about. Was this about creating the wufshanti? Was it about golf? It was really more about golf.
Golf.
Okay. So
Yeah.
do we need to know more about this? No. But do you remember ever feeling that way? Like, wow, I don't know if I should be out here. I don't know if I'm good enough to do this. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So that energy that you felt then was powerful enough that it got stuck in your body, and it's been with you now this whole time. And so what it will do, you see, when you have a trapped emotion like this, it will make you feel that emotion more easily, more readily than you otherwise would. So getting rid of this emotion, on the other hand, will help you to not tend to feel this emotion as easily or as readily as you otherwise would. So now let's ask your subconscious, do we need to know more about this? And the answer is no. So fine, let's release it. Now to release an emotion like that, you can use a magnet or you can use your fingertips. It doesn't matter. And how we do this is there's a meridian that starts at the tailbone and it goes straight up the back and over the top of the head to the inside of the upper lip, called the governing meridian. And the meridians are like little rivers of energy that flow in the body that were discovered about 5,000 years ago in China. And we use this one particular meridian to release an emotion like this. So I'll use my magnet today, and I'm just going to start here and go once, twice, 3 times over that governing meridian to release that emotion of unworthy. Let's ask, did we release that emotion? Yes, we did. Okay, awesome. So, so that's basically how it's done if you're working with somebody at a distance. And again, remember, you know, the amazing thing about this is when I was in practice, I never learned how to do this from anybody. It's really strange. I kind of came into the world already knowing how to do this. And the only time I ever used it when I was in practice was when my patients would go on vacation or something and then have problems. They'd call me and they'd say, Dr. Nelson, my back is killing me, or I'm in Japan and I can't dance. What am I going to do? And I was able to help them. And so it's in the book now, and the cat is out of the bag because we're all connected. And really, we're beings that are capable of so much more than we have been led to believe. So,
Yeah. Well, Dr. Nelson, thank you, thank you for doing that. I'm now one of the emotions you mentioned, shock. I am kind of in shock because that was pretty cool. But thank you so much for speaking with me today, and hopefully everyone will check out the second edition of the Emotion Code in May. So thank you for doing this, and hopefully we'll talk soon.
thank you, Adam. Great to be on your show.
Thank you.